Call the meeting, Monday, October 16th, the Board of Education Business Meeting to order at 5:20 p.m. First, please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call. Jonathan Gerber.
Here.
Michelle Kaiser is not present tonight. Dave Liver.
Here.
Mike Lawrenceburg.
Here.
Patty has not arrived yet, but she's coming back.
Yes.
Okay. Ian Mahoney.
Here.
Aaron Nolan. Thank you.
The exits are to your left and to your right, and behind us to our right. And to Okay, subject 2.1. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda as presented and or amended? Ian, Aaron, Ian, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Now, I'd like to get a motion for subject 3.1, a motion to adjourn to executive session regarding the employment history of a particular person or person. Mike, Dave, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Okay, subject 3.2, can I please get a motion to resume business meeting? Mike, Dave, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 4.1, can I please get a motion to approve the minutes of the September 11, 2023 business meeting as presented? Mike, Aaron, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 4.2, can I please get a motion to approve the minutes of the October 6, 2023 business meeting as presented? Mike, Dave, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes 6-0. Subject 5.1, statements and presentations. Sarah, hand it over to you.
Thank you for the opportunity to present this evening. I wanted to start first, Mary, if you could help me with
Oh, of course.
small things for the Board of Education. It is School Board Appreciation Month. School board members don't just meet monthly. I think that might be what they think they're getting into when they sign up for this, but it's a whole lot more than that. There are workshops, budget meetings, various committees that every board member serves on, high school liaisons that go and pay attention and watch the high school board meetings, OXPA delegates, those are monthly meetings. ISBA voting delegate, that's actually why Michelle's not here tonight, is because she's sitting and actively voting on all the things from ISBA. So I just wanted to take sure that we took a minute and said thank you to you as board members, some flowers on behalf of the district to you guys to decorate for fall, and say thank you for all you do for us and for the students, truly volunteering your time, serving with your heart. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Good job, guys.
Now we have a pretty table for the first up, I'd like to invite Mrs. DiBernardi and Mrs. Polchinski up. They are the Director of Curriculum Instruction and our new TOSA position and instructional coach. And they are going to be presenting a little bit about what an instructional coach is, what that role does, and how things are going so far this year. So without further ado, I turn it over.
Good evening. We are here to present our newest role here at Greenwood Lake, our K-8 instructional coach position, and that with me tonight is Rosemary DiBernardi, who holds that position this year. So I'd like to begin by first defining what an instructional coach is and why many districts have shifted to this particular model. The instructional coach provides support to both administration and teaching staff for the implementation of all of the New York State ELA math, science, and social studies standards. In addition to that, the coach also provides strategies and best practices for helping to support our students and teachers in that work. And this particular position also reports directly to the Director of Curriculum and Instruction. The most essential functions of an instructional coach are the three things that you see listed here on the slide. It's to support curriculum, instruction, and attend innovative professional development offerings to help turnkey that to our staff. In the area of curriculum, this particular position would assist the Director of Curriculum and Instruction and support both teachers and building principals with the implementation of our new instructional initiatives. In addition, they would assist with effective implementation of instruction, student learning, and assessment practices. Additionally, this particular coach would work hand in hand with both myself and the building principals to review data. She plays an intricate role in both the elementary and middle school data teams and meets regularly with the Director of Instruction and Curriculum to review the data. In the area of instruction, having an instructional coach that primarily serves as this role is able to go into classrooms, work with teachers, helping to differentiate instruction. She would hold meetings with the teachers, create goals that are measurable with those teachers, interventions that would work for the students, meeting with those teachers on a regular basis to support the teaching, learning, and professional development. This particular role also visits classrooms and does observations just to provide feedback and anything that would help to improve the instructional program. And this position is also very great because they are required to help go to different professional development opportunities, bring back a lot of these practices here, help turnkey that, whether it's through PLCs, whether it's through Superintendent Conference Day, or just in individual meetings with teachers.
Currently, I am developing relationships with teachers, working on their needs. I'm getting a baseline for the instructional support. I'm observing what is currently being done and analyzing how we can build from there to improve or enhance our instruction. Here is an example of a sample workday would look like. When Lena and I created this schedule for our district, we researched other district models and felt it was important to build a collaborative time with administrators and open hours to meet with other teachers and additional support as needed. In addition, the most important role is consistent meetings for planning and implementation of best practices. These meetings play an important role in planning for PLCs and professional development. In collaboration with Lena, we developed a coaching reflection form to track sessions, create instructional measurable goals, and assess these goals. So the instructional coach meets with teachers daily or weekly, depending. We have coaching sessions, and they're tracked using this sheet here, and we set goals together through observations and conversations. And this is another observation sheet that I'm using. So part of the role includes just going in, pop-ins, observations, and these are informal, unannounced, and to help drive the conversation between myself and the teachers. And this is just a sample of how I keep track of when I meet with the teachers.
So again, I also wanted to highlight some very important things. Here, there are some conferences that Ro has already attended and some that she will be attending. So her and I both attended the grade 5 and 8 NYSED science test PD that was offered through OU BOCES. With all of the changes to the New York State science test, we wanted to familiarize ourselves with what that test looks like and how it will affect the district here. I also found at PNW BOCES that they had a collegial circle for instructional coaches. So I had Ro be part of that as well. They will be meeting periodically throughout the year. The dates are listed here on the slide. This is a great opportunity for Roe to be able to meet with other instructional coaches in this position in the state and in the region, just to share out some ideas, best practices, things that have worked. Another very cool PD that we're actually attending together is at Oyinbosi's. This is it's a data-minded, using your tech tools with school-wide data protocols to lead school improvement. Since a lot of our work has been looking at data and working primarily with our data teams, this is a great opportunity for us to learn a little bit more about how to really dive deep into data, break it apart, and truly drive our instruction with it. Rosemary is also a participant on the Targeted Skills Group by the Office of Special Education. And in addition to that, we will be attending a national conference this year. I put TBD as we're looking at a few right now and narrowing it down to a few that will be the best for our district. And we do plan to bring some members of our data team to join us. So we are very lucky and fortunate to have this position. We are very thankful for you giving us the opportunity to try that this year. It seems to be going well so far. Again, it's very beginning stages, but we are excited to build this relationship and collaboration together.
Thank you, Ms. Bojanski and Mrs. DeBernardi. Does the board have any questions or thoughts or comments?
No, thank you for presenting. I guess maybe we'll ask for another one probably in the spring to see how it's going. Just follow up. Sorry.
Thank you. At this time, we have principal reports. We have Mrs. Connolly from the elementary school.
Good evening. After the first full month of school at the elementary, data team and teachers met with Lena Paczynski and myself to review our fall benchmarks, target areas and student groups in need of support, and set up resources and tools to provide and progress monitor student growth over the next quarter. Goal setting at the start of the school year also applied to our student population. We spent the month of September reviewing with first through third grade students what positive behavior looks like and sounds like, and then our entering pre-K and kindergarten students were explicitly taught expectations for behavior in all areas of the school and when riding on the bus. And I'm pleased to report that our efforts in this regard are paying off, as we have had 0 discipline referrals to date. As a celebration of this good news, the PBIS team is hosting a pumpkin picking and painting event for all classes. To continue this trend each month, our guidance counselor, Ms. Van Kuren, is pushing into classrooms to teach our character traits of the month. September straight was responsibility, and this month will focus on good decision making, which will be tied heavily with our upcoming Red Ribbon Week, to be held all next week, where we have daily themes to remind students to make good choices that lead to a healthy life. At the very end of September, we hosted our traditional Grandparents' Day, which was a big success. Grandparents and other senior relatives were invited in for a special visit to honor them for the contribution they make to our students' lives, and over 150 guests responded to our invitation. Students sang songs and read poems, and everyone enjoyed warm cookies freshly baked in our cafeteria. Thanks to all of our teachers and our food services staff for all the effort put into making this such a memorable event. And lastly, October is Fire Safety Month. The Greenwood Lake Fire Department came to the school last Friday to teach all students about fire safety and remind them of the importance of having a family plan in order to be prepared in the event of an emergency. On a related note, the Greenwood Police Department will visit all grade levels on October 30th to talk with students about Halloween safety prior to trick-or-treating the following day. And as you all know, our elementary Halloween parade is a big event. It will take place on Tuesday, October 31st at 2:45. And I invite you all to attend to see the clever and creative costumes of our staff and students. It's the elementary.
Thank you.
Mr. Kmart?
Hi, good evening. Some updates from the middle school. Obviously, continuing with the theme of fire safety, the month of October, we did have our presentation here. I want to thank our local agencies for coming out and sharing with our students. It's always a great day here at the middle school. And some wonderful reminders from our emergency responders. We certainly thank them for all that they do. Laker Pride Fridays, just wanted to share with the board, this is an initiative carrying over from last year, really trying to push the agenda with our students. We are Laker Pride, and getting them to turn out in their Laker gear and wearing green on Fridays. And with that, we have our Students of the Month for September. Congratulations to Malia, Carly, Riley, Allie, and Dean, and just a great representation in our PTA. We thank them for sponsoring the swag that the kids get, their shirts with the Laker Pride acronym that celebrates one trait per month. L for leadership in October, the A for, for September, and the A for October is attitude. So those are the themes for the month. These kids represented leadership. They did such a great job. I meet with them each month and have such wonderful conversations with the students about our school, all things leadership, and you walk away from hearing them talk about their experience in that topic. Just amazed at some of the truly great things that our kids are up to. So it's a neat time for me to spend that with them. That being said, some updates about things coming up here in between now and when we meet next. This Friday is Pink Out Day here at the middle school across the district, kicking off all things Red Ribbon Week next week. So we look forward to celebrating Pink Out Day with our students in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month coming up. Our student council, our MJHS, is fundraising all week and into next week with activities planned daily. So we have our, on the 27th, our 4th and 5th grade dance right after school, followed by the 6-8 fall dance. Important reminder to families, our first quarter is coming to a close November 6th. Our report cards go home. So the first quarter is flying by. We're 15% done with our year already. And I do just want to remind families in regards to our academic eligibility policy. We have a couple things coming up with winter athletics for our middle school students, as well as the Ashokan trip for our 6th graders. And eligibility will be determined by that first quarter grading. So a reminder to all of our students, and we're pressing that with our kids here to make sure they're keeping track of their accountability. So parent conference is coming up Tuesday the 14th and Wednesday November 29th, and we'll share out information here from the middle school regarding that. Harvest Week, November 13th coming up. We're looking forward to celebrating that here with our cafeteria team and pushing nutrition. And our Harvest Week followed by our Thanksgiving lunch here at the middle school on the 15th. That's all from the middle school. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Beamer.
Thank you.
And both schools are having that Thanksgiving meal again. It was really popular last year. A lot of parents came in and enjoyed a Thanksgiving meal. So we are getting that set up now. It's already in the planning stages. And information for that should be coming home soon with all families. Thank you, Mr. Beamer. I just wanted to quickly mention on the agenda tonight, there is a agenda item with multiple policies in it. Most of the policies are just due to NYSBA's updates that they send us 4 times a year based on the changes in laws or regulations that we have to follow as a school district. One agenda item though did not come from NYSBA, but it rather came from within. And that language has to do with creating assistant coaches for teams and which teams should be getting assistant coaches and things. So within that policy, it says that soccer, basketball, baseball, and softball will all have an assistant coach no matter what. And then for other sports, it would be based on enrollment. So volleyball, cheerleading, cross-country, wrestling, if they sustain a threshold of 20 students. Track already has 2 head coaches, so they would need it. However, if they reach a threshold of 35, then we would add an assistant coach there. The one thing I do want to say is that it's based on what teams are offered that year, because not all of these teams are offered every single year. A lot of it's based on being a small district and a small school. Some of it is based on interest, and if we have enough students to field a team. So that is part of the policy agenda item. That's all I have for right now.
Thank you, Sarah. Next is up is Nisba, but Michelle's not here. She's actually voting on everything tonight. So we'll go to Oxbow.
I attended last meeting. It was a very interesting presentation by Monroe Superintendent Elsie Rodriguez. And they had a student representative on their school board. And the student came up to Oxbow meeting and presented how it works. He was he's been a local school, so but it was interesting how they go about it, how that plays out. The real big thing is the next meeting is November 1st. Congressman Pat Ryan will be attending. He was supposed to be in person. He's not attending in person. He's coming virtual. He made it very clear that he's not discussing any kind of student mandates. So, because everyone wants to corner him about this electric busing thing, he knows this. He made sure that we don't want to discuss it. But if anyone wants to come, you're welcome to come. If any board member is welcome to go to the house meeting. And that's all I got for you tonight.
Thanks, Mike. Audit committee? Dave?
Sure. Yeah, everyone's got copies of the audit, and we got the audit earlier. It's brief but thorough review. Everything's in order. We're still just looking at that one thing, that 4% excess reserve. It's still an issue that's going to have to come up next year. But other than that, everything's good.
Just so everybody's aware, most districts are well above the 4%, so it's not anything that we need to worry about. Facilities, Erin? Want to go over that one? No? None? We did have to have a special business meeting last week to move forward with replacing the boilers here at the middle school. So hopefully we can make it through the first part of the winter with the existing boiler that we have, and we will be replacing both of those as soon as the new boilers come in. Policy committee.
We met, and Sarah said her presentation, we went over this policy updates, and we talked about the modified ordinance. That's on the agenda.
Ian Chester.
Yeah, just a few things coming up. Tomorrow night, there's a financial aid bank presentation, Tuesday, October 17th. Tuesday, October 24th, is Access Beyond Accomplishments for Sharing Facilities. And then on November 2nd, there's National Honor Society Convention. Those are the things, obviously, schools.
All right, thank you. Warwick, Patty.
Warwick's Financial Aid in College Fair is Wednesday, October 18th, so that's coming up this week. Homecoming was a big success despite the rain. The rain did put a damper on the parade, which was great. They were able to schedule for Monday, so thank you to all the staff that came out, and volunteers and students. They were able to have a great parade on Monday. Homecoming was celebrated on Saturday. And the new field is officially open, Ashley Morgan Field over in Warwick, so it's exciting too.
Thank you. Anything from the PTSA? Sharon? Subject 7.1, privilege of the floor. Can you just state your name and who you live?
Hi, I'm Michelle Magiro, and I'm a member of the Green
Thank you.
Sorry, okay. It has come to my attention that there's going to be a dedication to Janet for a bench. While we sincerely appreciate this gesture, I would like to ask the board to pay Janet for her unused sick time. She was a member of our district for over 30 years.
I think you need to, and I apologize, and it's a horrible situation, but but I think this is more of a union matter that should be discussed with her union directly. But that's, I don't believe that's something that the board can actually, and we can't discuss it. So if you could just bring that to your union and then talk to them about it.
Okay, I would just like to say that she dedicated over 30 years of her life to our community, to our children, and I feel that this would be a beautiful way to honor her back.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Privilege of the floor, anybody else? No? Subject 8.1, can I please get a motion to waive the second readings and adopt the policy revisions as presented below at first reading? Mike, Dave, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.1. Can I please get a motion to approve the declaration of appreciation and memoriam of Janet Judikowski as presented? Aaron? Ian? Any discussion? I know Sarah's going to move.
The language of this agenda item reads, whereas Miss Janet Chodakowski was employed by the Greenwood Lake Union Free School District as a teacher aide since 1990. And whereas through her dedication to the district and to the community, Janet touched the hearts and lives of hundreds of children, many of them having specialized needs. It is hereby resolved that the Greenwood Lake Board of Education, on behalf of the entire district, extends in memoriam its appreciation and gratitude, as well as its sincere condolences to her family. And it is hereby further resolved that the flag at both Greenwood Lake Elementary and Greenwood Lake Middle Schools will be flown at half-staff on Wednesday, October 18th, in memory of Janet Chodakowski. It is hereby further resolved that a bench dedicated to Janet will be purchased and placed at the elementary school so that her legacy may live on and be appreciated by our youngest school learners for years to come. As this resolution is adopted by the board, it does become part of the historic official record of the district, and it will serve as a memorial lasting for all time. Janet is sincerely missed by all of us here in the district, and her passing is very much a loss, not to the district, to the students, but also to many of us personally. When we do the ceremony for the bench, I know that the Pupil Personnel Director, Amy Petrazi, and elementary building principal, Diane Connolly, will be speaking specifically about Janet at that time.
All in favor? Aye. Motion passes 6-0. And once again, sorry for your loss to the Judikowski family. Subject 9.2, may I please get a motion to approve the September 2023 financial report as presented? Aaron? Mike? Any discussion? All in favor? Motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.3, may I please get a motion to accept the annual external audit report from Nugent and Hausler as presented? Dave? Patty? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.4, may I please get a motion to approve the corrective action plan as presented? Aaron? Mike? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.5, may I please get a motion to approve Hudson Valley Earthworks for snow plowing and snow removal as presented? Patty? Mike? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.6, may I please get a motion to award charter bus services to Orange County Transit as presented? Mike, Dave, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.7, may I please get a motion to approve the change order for the replacement of the middle school domestic water pump as presented? Aaron? Mike, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.8, may I please get a motion to approve CPL for an infrared root scan as presented? Mike? Aaron, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.9, may I please get a motion to approve CPL for hazard material testing as presented? Aaron, Mike, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 9.10. We're going to establish a new substitute bus driver rate effective October 16th, 2023 as presented. Mike, Patty, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 10.1. And please get a motion to approve the agreement extending the probationary term of employee number 101623 as presented. Aaron, Dave, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 10.2, may I please get a motion to appoint Kathleen Keegan as lead replacement teacher as presented? Mike, Aaron, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 10.3, may I please get a motion to approve transportation garage coverage as presented? Mike? Aaron, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 10.4, may I please get a motion to appoint Liam Malloy as a certified substitute teacher as presented? Dave, Mike, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 10.5, may I please get a motion to appoint Samantha Zara as substitute nurse as presented? Aaron, Patty, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 10.6, may I please get a motion to appoint Carissa Cupo as substitute bus monitor and substitute teacher as presented? Mike, Dave, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 10.7, may I please get a motion to appoint Priscilla Perez as substitute bus monitor as presented? Aaron, Patty, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 11.1, may I please get a motion to accept the CPSE CSE recommendations as presented? Mike, Dave, any discussion? All in favor? Aye, motion passes 6-0. Subject 13.1, may I please get a motion to adjourn to executive session regarding the employment of a particular person or persons? Patty, Aaron, any discussion? All in favor? Motion passes 6-0. There is no action after the executive session. The next Board of Education meeting will take place on Monday, November 13th at 6 p.m. in the middle school cafeteria. Thank you, everybody.